Bruh, this can't be true, bro. So after all this time, they are saying that King Von got backdoored, bro. Now I don't know how true this is. I haven't really seen anything. I've been waiting to do a reaction on it so that we can all find out together. But this is crazy because I know I had heard something. I think I was with my brother at work, and then he was playing a video, and I was hearing some shit where somebody was saying something about how he got set up, and I was really in disbelief. I was like, wait, hold on, I gotta look into this, man, because obviously seeing the surveillance camera right when he died, it don't seem like a setup. But once again, you dealing with certain individuals who have certain powers, who have money, so you don't really know what's really going on behind closed doors. Nah, this is crazy, bro. This is insane if this is true, bro. Because you would think that someone like King Von, would be able to even tell that he's getting set up, right? He don't look like the goofy or like the he don't look slow at all when it comes to the street shit. He looked like he would know something is up, right? But once again, you dealing with, he was around motherfuckers who, they got money, they got influence. So who knows what really went down? But let's get into it, man. Let's just get into the video. I'm hoping this is the video that explains everything. I've been trying to look into what video is what. Obviously, I ain't watched no whole videos or nothing, but hopefully this one explains damn near everything that's been going on and I don't miss anything. But if there is anything that I miss, if you watch this video, please comment down below. Share the link or something so that I could watch it, and we can break this down because this is crazy. Like if this is true, bro, this is insane, bro. Like I ain't from the front, bro, but as they say, close that back door. Don't get snaked by your homie or some shit like that. But if they keep and I heard, now that I'm hearing this, I did hear him say this in a song. So it's what a coincidence, right? That now this is really being used. And it's something that's not right. The ops don't play with him. That happened from inside. That happened from inside. Yeah, you would think, right? Because you would think, right? King Von is because I've seen a couple videos where certain ops had even gave him props or some shit or respect to him about what he's done in the streets and shit like that. So it's crazy that he would even say that. If he did get killed, it would happen from inside. Cause, come on, man, the streets, you can't trust nobody in the streets. That's why I left that shit alone. I left that shit alone, bro. And I kind of knew from a young age, but it wasn't until I got locked up that I realized, bro, ain't nobody really there for you, bro. Once you go to jail, get booked or whatever you want to call it, ain't nobody really there for you, bro. It don't matter who's unless motherfuckers really, I don't even know how to put it because really even then nobody's really there for you, bro, when you're behind them bars. Like you're really by yourself at that point. You come out, nobody can really help you. I mean, I appreciate those who I guess um paid a little bit of, everybody put in to pay for my bond and shit, but bro, even when I came out, it was like bro. My homie was supposed to be picking me up, right? This is the person that I got caught with. He was supposed to be picking me up from when I got released. I get released and shit, and bro, the niggas nowhere in the parking lot. Mind you, I got released damn near. It was like 3 in the morning or 4. It was like from 3 to 5 in the morning or some shit. And I don't remember exactly if it was like the weekend or some shit like that. But I got released. He was supposed to be waiting for me outside. I got outside. I was looking all over for him. I'm excited to just get back home, smoke or some shit, and then go to sleep. Bro, this dude left my ass on that bit. I called him a couple times. He wasn't picking up. I called him a couple times. Mind you, this is the person who I got caught with the stuff with, and then somehow he didn't go to jail, and I ended up going to jail. And then he was supposed to pick me up. Didn't after a couple calls he didn't pick up, and then after like the 5th time of me calling him, because I'm like, how the fuck am I gonna get home now? Mind you, because the jail is pretty far from my crib. You know what I'm saying? I'm staying down, if you know anywhere in Tampa, I'm staying down by 22nd and shit. The county jail, that's a little minute away, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, bro, how the fuck am I gonna get home? Cause my mama ain't trying to talk to me, right? My brothers and them acting hella weird, hella fishy and shit. Or I don't know what the fuck was. You know, I know that niggas got their own lives and shit, so they probably would sleep or some shit. They probably didn't expect me to come out. But even then, how could you even really sleep if you know that? You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but I'm not trying to blame them or nothing like that, because it was my brother and his girl who I guess put in or some shit to bomb me out. So my boy was supposed to be picking me up. Didn't pick me. He ended up picking me up, but that was after I called him like 5 times. He picked up. He was already down at his crib, and I was like, bro, I thought you was waiting outside for me. And he was like, yeah, but I didn't think you was gonna get released. So had to wait outside. It was hella fucking cold outside, because niggas think that just because it's Florida, it don't get cold. It gets cold, motherfuckers. It gets cold out here in the winter. It was hella cold. Mind you, it was early as fuck in the morning. Now, in the county, it was already cold. And I'm wearing a damn orange jumpsuit or whatever you want to call it. So I had to come out to, I think it was like no underwear underneath or some shit like that too. So I'm coming out to the cold. So I'm waiting on his ass. And I waited about 30 minutes to an hour for him to come get me, pick me up. We went back to his spot, smoked, talked a little bit, then he dropped me back off at my place. It was like about 6 months to a year after that I found out some other weird shit, because certain motherfuckers was saying that they bailed me out, or that, one of their like homies and shit that I used to be around also put in and shit. And my older brother ended up telling me that they didn't put in to bomb me out. And these are people that I trusted with everything, bro. Like, these are motherfuckers that I was damn near about to, unalive if it got to that point with certain niggas. If you know what I'm saying? For them, you know what I'm saying? People I was like damn near trusting 24/7 and being around 24/7 damn near. And so it got to a point where I was just like, damn, I can't trust nobody, bro. And I already knew that I couldn't really trust nobody before that, but it was like these people, I was giving them like a thing, like, okay, we're doing this and that together every day. I can trust them, you know what I'm saying? But just the way that shit played out, bro, it was hella weird. It's like to a point where it's like, bro, that's why I'm just hella dolo now, bro. You don't even understand how, like, I just don't participate in those things no more. I'm good. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't go fuck niggas call me lame, pussy, whatever the fuck you want to call it, dude. To be honest, bro, I was once again, I was never the type to be hella cocky or hella tough or nothing like that. I always try to avoid shit. But when it got down to it, I can tell you, bro. 9 times out of 10, most of these street niggas don't even know how to really fight, and don't really even be about like real stand up shit. For real, for real. I was basically the one on some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I was damn near niggas bodyguards. And this is once again, this is not to act like I'm just the best fighter, the best whatever it is, but it's facts. So the streets, bro, like leave the streets alone, bro. It ain't shit, bro. The streets ain't shit. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Friends, I don't give a fuck how you call it. Only like you only hear about certain shit when niggas is like in gangs and shit. And even then, yeah, you might get a call here and there from niggas like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you good? So like you see certain shit from certain people like, oh yeah, I look out for my boy and shit. But in reality, nigga, you going through hell in that bitch while they're outside having good times and bad times, but you in there having bad times. So, bro, the streets ain't loyal at all. The streets ain't loyal to nobody. Nobody at all, Brody. So, leave that shit alone, man. Especially if you grown, bro. Leave that shit alone. Like, I hate seeing grown ass men, bro, 30 plus, 40 plus, talking hella gangster shit or talking about street shit. Like, I don't know where they still on it. You could tell they're still on it. And it's like, bro, like, you was a grown ass man, bro. Get you some money and duck off somewhere and enjoy life, bro. Like, there's more than the U.S. The U.S. is already big enough for you to travel all your life on. But there's more to that to see. There's more to experience. There's more to live on, bro. The streets ain't shit, bro.
So that means you're giving us the watch for how much?
However you look at it.
Yeah. So you just give us the watch for $5 then, and then you give the earrings. We don't want them earrings. No. That makes sense, don't it? How much you telling me the earrings for?
Those are. Look at the back.
No, how much?
Guessing this is Bonnie.
Okay, the back. The back says
OTL Bonnie right here.
So that means you're giving me for $5,500, like I said.
Yes, and
he manages dirt money too.
See?
Last my birthday now.
You ain't even know. You ain't even know I had it.
No, that's how it go. That's how the.
When you mix hella money, when you mix a lot of money.
We want to begin now with some
streets,
breaking news. Rapper Lil Durk is charged in a murder for hire plot.
Lil Durk's real name is Dirk Bank, and he is from Chicago. This is his mugshot from Florida, where he was arrested last night and is being held without bond. This comes only hours.
What I don't understand is, like, if it was a stood up, why did Lil Durk get booked for hiring to murder or to allegedly, unalive Quando Rondo and all his people? Like, why did they do that if it was a setup? If they set up bond, that's what I'm not understanding. But
after 5 people associated with his music business were also accused and taking part in that murder for hire plot.
3 of the 5 men arrested in murder for hire case are being held in Winnebago County jail and receive new mugshots.
Okay, OTF Bonnie stole over $300,000. They said $200,000 in August. He transferred to a blank account, and then he stole another $150,000. Kima got it too. Got another $150,000 in October. This after Vaughn was dead, and they said that King Von mama she got proof of this. You know what I'm talking about? He'll be in jail for this if he was. You know what I'm talking about? He'll be in jail for this if he wasn't in jail for the murder for hire with Lil Durk.
Lil Durk. Oh shit! What is it? OTF Vonnie, OTF Nut, Lil Durk. Nut is saying Okay, so on this picture, he's putting a rat on OTF Vonnie. Look at the song and picture. Federal Nightmares. Okay, so shit's getting deep. Okay, so OTF Nut right here, he's basically saying OTF Vonnie ratted on a Lil Durk case.
It looks like we got the first person to cooperate against Lil Durk. It looks like Vonnie, which I believe is King Von's cousin, but I'm not sure. But you know how people call people their cousins. But Vonnie was around a lot, so I do believe that's his cousin. But it looks like he's the first one that we know so far.
And weren't they saying the other dude? Weren't they saying some other dude was like weren't they saying some other dude that Durk had put in a song or some shit that he supposedly was the one ratting or giving the feds insight or some shit?
Turned against Lil Durk. From what people are saying, people close to Lil Durk is saying that this guy is snitching and ratting and turning against Lil Durk.
Hey, look, I know it might sound crazy to y'all, man, but OTL Vonnie, man, he backdoored Vine, man, and that's from the streets. That's for the people who know. It might be new to the internet.
Oh, damn, because, like, I don't know, that whole day, like, the whole day was just, like, weird. It's just, like, you know, it was just like a gloomy day type shit.
I might be telling you some foreign shit that you can't comprehend right now. But he backdoored Vine, man. He the one who got up with Quando Rondo and them people, bro.
When we got to the party, though, like, dude them was at the party. Now, whose party was this album release party? It was King Von album release party. Okay. But dude them was at the party. Quando. Yes, they was at the party.
Okay, if that was Von's release party, yeah, why would Quando be there?
On my mama, they was at the party, bro.
Everybody was wondering, how did they just meet up? You know, they say Quando and them from Savannah, Georgia, right? Uh-huh. And they was in Atlanta. What would make them meet up?
What was Quando Rondo doing at the party? Was he there?
That doesn't make no sense.
I don't know. All I know is I can tell you, dude was at that party. So, shit, I don't know. On my mama, they was in that bro. All black with the cause I knew it was them before I even like knew it was them on some shit. Cause they was in that bitch all black with them
Dickie suit.
With them crib chains.
Oh, the crib chains.
The handicap chains.
Right.
My phone now. Cause I was DJing. You know what I'm saying? And I was looking in the crowd, seeing who was all. You know what I'm saying? I was on my P's and Q's that night. I wasn't tweaking. On phone now.
I didn't even know he was there too.
So, but I ain't think nothing of it. You know what I'm saying? I literally didn't think nothing of it. You feel me? And shit.
He backdoored Vine, man. He gave up they low, man. They got Vine out the way. He was stealing. Then the cases with him and Durk them, and also Durk them blamed Vine for the shit.
Yeah, he is charged with attempted murder for a shooting outside of the Midtown Varsity. CBS 46's Kirsten Bragg joins us live outside of the jail. Trayson.
That's right. This is where the Chicago rapper, was scheduled to turn himself in. And moments ago, he did just that. I want to show you a video of him walking into the jail. And as you mentioned, he's facing charges, 5 charges, in fact, following a shooting at the Varsity earlier this year in February.
And they got it sealed. They blame Von them for the shit. It's been confirmed. And then they got it sealed after that. You know.
So they blame Von for that shooting in Atlanta. But I still don't understand, right? Because it was kind of weird or odd, right? How Von kind of already knew where Quando was at. That was already odd. Now, knowing how Von was, how would they have known that he would have went Because Von could have easily, right? Von was known to be a killer, right? So Von could have easily been on some killing shit, right? But how'd they know he was just on some fighting shit, and how'd they know Quando's people was gonna pop him, right? That's what's odd. But like I said, bro, the streets is very fucking like this shit deeper than what niggas think it is. So this shit might be true, bro. This shit might be true. Cause both Dirk and what you call it, Young Boy got hella money. Not saying Young Boy has anything to do with this shit, but I mean, come on, this is what the beef's kind of in between, right?
No, Vonnie been slimy the whole time. He been stealing from Von. All the situations that been taking place, we seen on the internet with Von them. Von accused somebody of stealing money. You know, it was Vonnie who was stealing. Von probably thought he paid for his house. Vonnie was renting it. Vonnie had all the controls over the money. You know, these guys, Lil Durk them, Von them, they never passed high school. They never graduated to the next step. And when they did go to school, the teachers were just passing them, just for showing up. So
that's how it is, bro. That's really how it is, bro. And when I was in Milwaukee, bro, cause niggas think that just cause it's called Milwaukee or some shit, bro. Milwaukee is so Florida's not sweet at all either, bro. Let me just say that Florida's not sweet at all. There's hoods and killers everywhere, bro. So when I heard about Gilly saying all that bullshit about Tampa and shit, nigga, you don't know shit, nigga. Like, shut the fuck up, nigga. Like, we understand. Philly is like very, Philly's damn near like fucking Detroit. Like, that shit's just going into a third world country or some shit. It's fucking dirty. It's fucking all that shit. Alright? So we understand that, but like, that don't mean that just because Florida is known to be a tourist location and we have cities or places where you can travel and like, you know what I'm saying? It does not mean there's no rough parts in Florida. It does not mean there's no hoods. It doesn't mean there's no poverty. Because that's just everywhere, bro. In every city in the world, anywhere you go in the world, there's hoods, there's ghettos, there's poverty, there's rich parts. I'm sure there's rich parts in Philly somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So Gilly talking out his ass with that shit. But I mean, in a way, like compared to certain places, right? You might think it is sweeter, because it in a way it kind of is, but it is bigger. Florida is bigger than Philly, so it's a way bigger state. So, nigga, when I was up north, you can come down the building, go across the street, and the streets is way smaller than streets here in Florida. Here in Florida, you kind of gotta. It depends on where you live exactly, but for the most part, you gotta walk a little minute to get to a store and blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? Up north, if like you literally most of the time you're living in a building or some shit, right? And let's say New York or some shit, you're living in a building. You come down, you go walk like literally like a minute or two, and you're at the store or some shit, right? Here is a couple minutes. Here is 5 to 10 minutes, 15 minutes walk before you get to the store. It's a lot more spacious. It's a lot bigger than up north. So yeah, it's a little bit sweeter, I guess, but it also depends on exactly where you living at, what you do and shit, how you move around and shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm not gonna cap, bro. When I was in Milwaukee, bro, Milwaukee is damn near Chicago too, bro. In a way, bro. Like that shit it's scary, bro. I mean, let me just say that, bro. It's scary when you're growing up. You don't really know anybody like that in the city. You're damn new. You're damn near new everywhere you go because you're not born there. In my situation, you're not. We weren't born there. we knew a lot of people, but we weren't going to school or nothing with most of these motherfuckers because these are people that my uncles and them knew, and like we would just be around because my uncle's parties and their bike club and shit like that. But we weren't ever going to school to the same schools and shit because we all lived separate parts of the city. But bro, when bro, it's scary, bro. Milwaukee is scary, bro. It gets very very wicked in Milwaukee, bro.
Bonnie is the smart one. You know, he the one go to Icebox, break the deals for him.
But that's how it was in the schools. Cause I went to South Division High School. I was going. I could damn near goof. I was goofing off in damn near every class, bro. And the teachers, bro, it was like they're in an environment where so scared of the students because they know what's going on. They're so scared of the students that it's like you could tell somebody something, but bro, you better watch your tone. You better, you know what I'm saying? Like you tell them once and that's it, bro. Like, cause if you escalate that motherfucker, bro, they gonna kill you or something in that bitch, bro. That's how bad it was, bro. Like we could goof off at every class and still pass because the teachers were like are damn near terrified of the students. Now I don't know about now, but I'm pretty sure it's still like damn near the same. Like I know South Division at that time was damn near. I think it was like the number one or the number two, um, like worst schools in Milwaukee or some shit, bro. And that shit was bad, bro. Like once you walk up in there in the mornings, bro, they got metal detectors. Niggas was still somehow sneaking in their shit. There was fights every single day. Like in Florida, bro, there's fights. But nigga, up in Milwaukee and like New York and shit, bro, there was fights every single day, bro. Every single day, bro. It was fights. Niggas getting shot, jumped. Some shit was popping. Like you know what I'm saying? Some shit was always going on. Here in Florida, it's more like once a week or like you know what I mean, some shit like that. But like over there is damn near every day, bro. Like damn near every day. It's to the point where you can go to the west. We had lived in the west too, I think, which I think is like the considered like it's considered better and safer than the south, the north and shit. But nigga, even that shit was getting even that shit was cracking, boy. That shit was woo. Man, I don't know, man. Milwaukee is just crazy, bro. Milwaukee's crazy for real, bro. But once again, I was never the acting tough type of dude, bro. Like it was to a point where like my uncles was always telling, cause I always wore whatever the fuck I wanted. If I wanted to look fresh a certain way, I'm gonna look fresh a certain way. And my uncles was always talking about, oh, watch the colors you wear and shit like that. But you know, I never really gave a fuck about what the hell them niggas had to say. But I just hate the fact that like certain motherfuckers think that just cause you're not born there, that you're just a pussy or they're better than you in a way or like they're more hood than you. Like nigga, that shit don't mean nothing, bro. Most of y'all niggas don't even know how to really fight for real. Y'all just throw crazy punches and shit, or y'all just be jumping motherfuckers. Most of y'all like most motherfuckers. I've realized that most motherfuckers in the streets. I'm not saying all, but most, bro. When you catch them by themselves, bro, they are not the same people, bro. They are not the same people, bro. I done took the damn. I be moving this bitch too much, and I took that shit off the But yeah, man, I've noticed, bro, motherfuckers in the streets, bro. There's a majority of them niggas, bro. They do not know how to really fight. They don't know. They might have some heart. Like a lot of motherfuckers have heart, but they don't know how to really fight for real, or they just be bullying niggas and thinking that they hella tough, or jumping motherfuckers and shit like that, bro. Most of these niggas, bro, when you catch them by themselves, they do not have the same the same egos as when they're around their boys, and I kind of understand it, but I don't know. I was never that type, bro. Like, yeah, when I was around my boys, it was like, okay, like, yeah, niggas fuck with us, we gonna do what we gotta do, but I was never like, oh, just because I'm around my boys, I'm gonna bully this motherfucker, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was never that type of person, bro. I've always hated bullies and shit like that. So, but yeah, man. See, schools in Milwaukee, man, they're damn near like that, bro. Like, teachers terrified
everything for him. He the one who,
students, bro.
when a person get murdered in Chicago, they call for their payment, and he makes sure it get. They don't talk to Lil Durk. They talk to Vonnie.
Now, who is OTF? Vonnie, is he really going to be the one to put Durk away for life? Or will Durk beat this with his billion-dollar lawyer? The world may never know.
Billion-dollar
but one
lawyer,
thing is
God
for
dang.
certain, is that Durk better be ready, because there is definitely more to come.
Nah, Dirk fucked up with this shit, bro. Like, how the fuck you got...
People asking about Jam. Yeah, they say that Jam, he did tell, but they say that Jam told because of King Von being backdoored. And everybody knows that King Von was backdoored. You know, we didn't even heard, we ain't know that Zoo was there. I remember this one live where it was this live where Lil Durk was on live, and the fans was telling him that King Von is dead, and they was playing crazy. According to them, man, they already knew, you know, what was about to happen. They couldn't stand the heat that King Von was bringing, man. He was bringing extra heat, you know, and then they were stealing from him. Everybody around him was stealing. Von got a good heart. That's one thing about him.
Nah, yeah, it did seem like Von was the type that, like, he was how he was, right? With the ops and shit, but, like, with his people, he was, like, it did seem like he was, like, you know, like, he was very good-hearted with his people, like, you know what I mean? Like, when you see certain shit, you could tell he's, like, very, loyal or, just trying to look out for his people or do what he can or some shit. Like I said, I don't know these motherfuckers personally, but when you see certain people over and over in certain environments and videos and shit like that, when you see them, bro, you can kind of tell sometimes how certain people are compared to others. I'm not saying Dirk is worse or whatever, but I'm just saying that you can kind of tell sometimes from Von's, you know, videos and shit that he showed his people mad love, like, and that probably is what got him, you know, set up or whatever, because he was all about, he was about everything when people went against him and shit, but with those around him, he was like, you know.
Don't let them goofies touch my casket when I die, and when you leave my funeral, you better slide. But if they kill King Von, it's something that's not right. The ops don't play with him, that happened from inside. See, I'm just saying,
that's crazy.
Von don't be playing. And if they kill him, that shit was playing. And if they kill him, that shit was playing. Better slide.
That's wild, bro.